I work so hard, bro. I work so hard on my speech. And a lot of y'all talking about like, oh, why you reading it from a phone? I had to write that shit down because I had to make. I'm 32 years old, bitch, and I have 3 kids. My mind be fucking raising all goddamn day, bitch. Like it's like sometimes, bitch, I be arguing on my shower, like fucking rehearsing what I'm gonna tell when I see them. And you know what? I forget what I be telling them. I'm like, damn, I was in the fucking shower for 30 minutes. I was gonna say to this motherfucker. But you know what? Then when I be in face to face, I be forgetting. So, you know, when it comes to this shit right here, I been knew what I've been wanting to say, but I had to make sure I ain't forget. So I wrote that shit the
Girl, it looks like we have some drama on our hands because Cardi B just sent some strong words at Armon Wiggins after he threw some serious shades at her. So y'all know the highlights of Cardi's speech at Kamala Harris's campaign rally were the teleprompter breaking down and Cardi stuttering while reading her speech from a phone. Well, after the event, Armon shaded Cardi by posting a video of Will Smith stuttering on his page, and I'm not gonna lie, it was clear as day that it was a shade directed to Card. But y'all know Cardi doesn't play. She caught the shade and replied Armon by sending strong words to him, warning him not to mess with her. But Armon, he's not backing down either. Word is, he's already called up his legal team and plans to hit Cardi with a lawsuit over her threats. So a few days ago, Cardi B made a guest appearance at Kamala Harris's presidential campaign rally in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where she endorsed Kamala for president. Cardi B appearing and endorsing Kamala Harris sparked a reaction on social media. Now, we all know Cardi has the right to endorse whoever she feels, but a lot of fans are speculating she got paid not only to endorse Kamala, but also to make an appearance at the campaign rally. I'm not going to blame fans for believing she got paid to make an appearance because days before the rally, 50 Cent went public on how he turned down $3 million to appear and perform at Donald Trump's campaign rally, which was held at the Madison Square Garden in New York, responding to questions on why he rejected the offer. 50 Cent said, "I do not like no part of politics. It's because when you do get involved in politics, no matter how you feel, someone passionately disagrees with you." Now Cardi made an appearance at Kamala's rally, and the highlight of the event was when it was Cardi's turn to give her speech on why she was supporting Kamala Harris for president. Her teleprompter broke and she was confused about what to do for a minute until someone from the production team ran onto the stage to give her a phone to read.
What's up, y'all? One second, guys. 1 second. Make sure we have Kamala Harris in office for 8 years. Thank you.
That was not all. Cardi also had problems reading from the phone that was handed over to her as she seemed to stutter while reading her prepared speech.
Trump says he's going to protect women whether they like it or not. Well, if his definition of protection is not the freedom of choice.
And girl, she was dragged to filth for stuttering while reading from a phone. Now, one of the first people that came to Cardi's defense was her longtime friend.
And one thing I will say, I'm not sure how many of you watched her speech last night at the rally in Milwaukee, you know, to publicly endorse, you know, Vice President Kamala Harris. But, you know, the teleprompter, like, you know, I'm talking about days of, you know, her prepping and getting her thoughts together and figuring out exactly what she wanted to say and putting pen to paper. Like, it baffles me, and I guess I shouldn't be as surprised as I am when people reveal to be as stupid as they look. People write their speeches down, yeah, and they read them from a teleprompter. Like, no one is committing such a important moment like that and such an important message to memory. And if they are, kudos to them. But in a moment like that where your message is so important and what you have to say, you know, needs to be clearly said so that it can be clearly understood, you know, minus the people who are committed to not understanding for the purpose of their own agenda. There's a television backstage, well, multiple televisions backstage or monitors where you can see, you know, what's happening on stage. You can see what's happening in the crowd, and then you have a view of the teleprompter, right? And I'm watching the speech begin to scroll, and then it literally starts to lag. It's jumping, it's not moving, it's stuck in one place. And I feel like there are so many people who will tell you what they would have done in that moment, but the gag is the moment wasn't yours.
It was nice of Cardi's friend to come out to address what happened since she was backstage, and I think I agree with what she said because the stage was way too big to make mistakes, so writing down your speech was a logical thing to do, and the teleprompter error was from the organizing team and not Cardi. Now, while all this was going on, fans were tagging Armon Wiggins, and they were saying Nicki Minaj was asking for you. She said that you were messy, but they found a way to put it in a cute way.
How is Armon doing? Still messy or what?
Now, for those that may not be aware, Armon Wiggins and Cardi B fell out a couple of months ago after Armon called her out for saying the N-word. He tweeted, "Being Puerto Rican doesn't give you a pass to say the N-word, but y'all let everybody Latino claim black." He continued, "Let me make myself clear, everybody ain't Afro-Latino, some are white Latinos, period. There are black Puerto Ricans and white ones. There are only 3 races, black, white, and Asian Pacific Islander." Now Armon posted the video of Nicki calling him out on his Twitter page, then followed it up with a tweet saying, "I don't think I'm messy. If I was messy, I would record phone calls, leak text messages, reveal sources, and be online all day causing chaos. When I'm not on here, I don't give a F about nothing, going on to be honest." The fact that Armon Wiggins talked about recording phone calls had Cardi B fans thinking he was shading Cardi, but then wasn't done throwing shades, because a few hours later, he posted this video of Will Smith rapping with the caption, "Wait, not Will Smith dropping some bars. Did I stutter?" Now it was clear as day that the shade was for Cardi because she was stuttering while reading her speech at the Kamala Harris presidential rally in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Cardi caught the shade and replied to the tweet saying, "I know you're not trying to be funny. Let's do a compilation video of every time you try to read out loud LMAO boy." Armon replied to Cardi saying, "This definitely wasn't for you, stink. I was gagging at Will Smith rapping. I apologized and moved on, but you are not going to keep trying to embarrass me. This was not for you, but it can be." He continued, "You asked me to leave you alone. I haven't spoken in your direction and you are feeling insecure and directing shit at me, but then want to holler and bullying you. Stop trying me, Cardi B. I ain't saying anything to you or about you, but be very clear I can outread and outspeak you." Armon telling Cardi he could outspeak and outread her made her mad because she went on Twitter Spaces and sent strong words to him. She told him if he doesn't leave her alone, she is going to do to him what she does to people on the street. She also said she had people watching him everywhere he goes.
I'm not gonna keep letting somebody think that they could disrespect me, they could bully me, and they could keep trying me. Especially when I have conversations with them, as an adult. Because if you don't respect me being an adult, that means I gotta treat you how I treat people in the streets. And that is a fact. Promise you on my kids. Every time you go out, people tell me where the you at that time too. But I don't be giving a don't let me get there. Because you keep playing with me. And the shit's coming from my mouth. Stop playing with me. Because I be sparing, not sparing on the argument shit, sparing in real life. You don't think people be telling me little stylists, little this every time that they see you around? Because you'll be around and I spare.
I'm not gonna lie, I think the only reason Cardi got this mad was that Nicki was somehow connected to this whole situation. Nicki called Armon messy and Armon went ahead to throw some shades. Armon could deny it as long as he wanted, but the timing of the tweets and the message showed it was a shade directed towards Cardi. Well, Armon wasn't gonna let Cardi go away with threatening him because inside sources reported that he reached out to his legal team for advice on what to do with the Cardi threat because his life was at risk knowing Cardi had people watching his every move. Cardi B sending threats to Armon caught fans off guard and they left comments saying, "She can't fight, she can't write. What she can only do is rant online and act like she's putting out an album no one wants. She's such a loser. She doing everything but dropping music for her dogs. Consistent coke rants. Constantly whining and crying about people talking about you. Girl, get out of the industry, get off your phone and feed your kids. It is getting tiring." She's right. Though Armon has been coming for her for a while now, he even lied and said she recorded the phone call when Ken said he's the one who did it without her knowing. That's what he gets. I guess he got the reaction he was looking for. So, do you think Armon would be filing a lawsuit against Cardi B for threatening his life? Or do you think he's gonna let it slide as Cardi won't put money on his head? Let me know what you think in the comments, then check out this next video.